Hey guys, there is a time for everything, and a season for every action under the heavens. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to uproot. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to tear down, and a time to build. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones, and a time to gather them. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to search, and a time to give up. A time to keep, and a time to throw away. A time to tear, and a time to mend. A time to be silent, and a time to speak. A time to love, and a time to hate. A time for war, and a time for peace. Hey guys, my name's Jack, and I've been a dungeon master since 2017, and I've been using Lego as a medium for my tabletop games for even longer than then. Today's short video is on This Too Shall Pass. I have struggled with depression in the past, and thoughts of being sad and self-deletion. And in those moments, the pain is so real and so difficult to process that you feel as if the only escape is ending it. And I'm here to tell you that that's not worth it. It's not worth it for your family to put them through such a thing. It's horrible. No one should have to go through that. What I came to the realization is that my depressive thoughts, they come and they go. I stopped taking medication for anxiety and depression about a year ago, because I was in a better spot, and I still am in a better spot. But I still do have thoughts, these creeping thoughts that just come back into my head. And I wish that I could just never think again. I wish I just didn't have to have these thoughts and anxieties come up in my head, but unfortunately they do happen. And in those moments, it is very hard to do this. But you have to recognize that these thoughts will pass. They will move on. And you got to think about, in a week am I going to feel like this? Maybe. In 2 weeks am I going to feel like this? Maybe. In a month am I going to feel like this? Hopefully not. What I have to do is I have to set up appointments for myself. I have to keep a very busy schedule in order to keep my brain from going crazy. And it has been difficult in this moment of unemployment. I will say that. It has been. the past probably week has been difficult for sure. It's, you can only do so much. You can only apply to so many jobs online. Um, and so you get a little bit of downtime. And so usually my nights, I'm always doing something with friends or church groups or something like that. Weekday nights. Weekend nights are a little different. And so usually it really sucks. Saturday, Sunday, Monday is always really hard for me. And it's like it's the weekend. It shouldn't have to be like that, but it is. Um, I usually don't really have many plans with friends on the weekends, and it just gets me sad. It gets me in a funk. Um, yeah, it's rough. I've been thinking a lot about some stuff about personal growth and how changing occurs. And changing really does occur one day at a time, one moment at a time, really. It is not an overnight thing. It is a process that takes months, if not years, to fully grasp and recognize. I started going to the gym seriously. I had never been to the gym before in my whole life. And I hate to bring this up again, but it is applicable to this situation. I was started going to the gym back in, I think, December of 2024, I believe. And I started that at about 200 pounds. And after a year, I think I was 150 or 155, somewhere around there. You can't see that over a day. You can't see that over a week. You can't even see it over a month. You may lose a couple pounds in a month, but it's not as crazy as 40, 50 pounds. And I hear this all the time. Just people they go to the gym for like a month and they just give up. And that's just not how I want to live my life. These times of strife and suffering, they need to happen, unfortunately. And I don't like being uncomfortable. I don't think anyone does. But there is this thing where you have to expose yourself to uncomfortability. And it's something that I'm working on, especially in like social situations. I am working on that. But when I first started going to the gym, yeah, I didn't really know what I was doing. And I felt awkward using the equipment, but as I kept going, I got a little more comfortable with it. You can apply that to anything. You can apply that to being a dungeon master, talking to women, going on dates, starting something new, anything, playing guitar. We don't start out as experts. These things take time. Yeah. What else did I want to say, man? Here's something. If you have nothing to lose, then you have nothing to lose. And I think about that with God and the Bible, to offer yourselves as a living sacrifice to God, dedicated to His service and pleasing to Him. Let God transform you inwardly by completely changing of your mind. And it's a process that I'm working on. It's crazy to be okay with that. But if you have nothing to lose, then you have nothing to lose. I hope that this video can just offer some support to other people that are maybe going through these same situations. It's a horrible time right now, and it's only going to get worse. The gas prices and whatnot, and cost of living is just going to go up even more. It's going to be hard for a lot of people. We just have to have faith that something is coming, that this will pass. And we just have to be hopeful for the future. So thank you, everyone, for watching this. If you like this comment. If you like this content, you know what to do. Go ahead and put a comment in here. Tell me how you feel about this. Go ahead and subscribe. You get the point. I do also stream on Wednesdays from 12 Pacific Standard Time to noon, to 4. I'm all discombobulated today. Yeah, it's been awkward. My brain has just been doing a lot of catching up lately. But I hope to see you all there. And if you want, you can go over to Instagram and check out my Lego builds and campaign updates that I've been doing as well. But let's build something cool together, guys. Hope to talk to you soon. Bye.